So PV of cash inflow. PV of cash inflow are 2,57,720 and 2,67,967. And how much is the PV of cash outflows given in the problem? The cash outflow is 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh. So here 57,720 and 67,967. So we got the NPV. Now PI is equal to PV of cash inflow divided by PV of cash outflow. PV of cash inflow divided by PV of cash outflow. So inflow is 2,57,720 divided by 2 lakhs. Similarly, 2,67,967 divided by 2 lakhs is equal to 2,57,720 divided by 2 lakhs, 1.29. Similarly, 2,67,967 divided by 2 lakh, 1.34. That's it. Over. So in this problem, we are required to calculate the NPV and PI, benefit cost ratio, profitability index. So we have calculated first of all the CFAT. By making a table, we have calculated CFAT. After calculating CFAT, we have calculated present value of cash inflow. Once we get present value of cash inflow, easily we can find out NPV and PI. Now we have to give the suggestion. If you compare the NPV of first project 57,720, second project 67,967. So project 2, we have greater NPV. Similarly, if you compare benefit cost ratio, PI, 1.29, 1.34. So according to NPV criteria as well as PI criteria, we suggest the company to go for project 2. Since project 2 has a more NPV and also a higher PI. Next, problem number 16. See carefully. A company is considering an investment proposal to install a new milling control. The project will cost rupees 50,000. The facility has a life expectancy of 5 years. The present value of cash outflow 50,000 and the life is 5 years, no salvage value. The CFAT from the proposed investment proposal are as follows. K is equal to 10%, cost of capital is 10%. Then here CFAT. Compute NPV and PI at 10% rate of discount. This is completely straightforward problem, no complications, nothing. 16th problem. Calculation of NPV and PI. Here cash inflows, PV factors at the rate of 10%, then PV of cash inflows. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No salvage value, no working capital. PV of cash inflow. So cash inflows are 20,000, 21,000, 14,000, 15,000, 25,000. 0.909, 0.826, 0.751, 683, 621. Now 20,000 into 0.909, 18,180. Then 21,000 into 0.826, 17,346. 14,000 into 0.751, 10,514. 15,000 into 0.683, 10,245. 25,000 into 0.621, plus 10,245 plus 10,514 plus 17,346 plus 18,180. That's it. Now we have to calculate NPV. PV of cash inflow minus PV of cash outflow. 71,810 minus, what is the PV of cash outflow? 50,000. 21,810. PI is equal to PV of cash inflow divided by PV of cash. 71,810 divided by 50,000. That's it. We have calculated the NPV and we have calculated the PI at 10% rate of discount. See the problem number 17. 17th problem. A firm is considering a proposal to buy a machine for rupees 30,000. The PV of cash outflow is 30,000. The expected cash flows after taxes from the machine for a period of 3 years are 20,000. So every year we are expecting 20,000 rupees for a period of 3 years. First year 20, second year 20, third year 20. After the expiry of the useful life of the machine, the seller has guaranteed its repurchase at rupees 2,000. तो यहाँ पर जो सप्लायर है, सप्लायर गारंटी दे रहा है कि 3 साल के बाद मशीन वापस दे दो, मैं आपको रिटर्न 2,000 रुपीस दूंगा. तो what is the economics of this problem is, first we have to pay 30,000 and get the machine. After getting the machine, every year we are going to get 20,000 rupees operating cash inflow. Operating cash inflow. At the end of the third year, we'll scrap, we'll sell away the machine back to the supplier and get rupees 2,000. The firm's cost of capital is 10% and risk adjusted discount rate is 18%. Should the company accept the proposal? The new point in this problem is the firm's cost of capital is 10%. Minimum 10% the company must get without any risk. Without any risk, the company must get a return of 10%. Whereas the risk adjusted discount rate is 18%. ये मशीन में जो रिस्क है वो रिस्क के हिसाब से 18% डिस्काउंट रेट है. तो 2 डिस्काउंट रेट्स आर गिवन. रिस्क फ्री रेट 10% और रिस्क एडजस्टेड डिस्काउंट रेट RADR is 18%. Now क्यों 2 रेट्स दिया है? Because in this problem, one cash inflow is uncertain, the other cash inflow is certain. जो certain है वो riskless है और जो uncertain है वो risky है. तो every year 20,000 rupees cash inflow what we get is not certain. It is uncertain. वो 20,000 से कम भी आ सकते हैं, ज्यादा भी आ सकते हैं, कुछ भी हो सकता. तो ये 20,000 rupees operating cash inflow which we are going to get will be discounted at RADR 18%. Whereas 2,000 rupees we are going to get back at the end of 3 years. That is for sure. Guaranteed. No risk attached. So that 2,000 rupees what we are going to get at the end of the 3 years, that will discount at risk free rate 10%. 2,000 रुपए जो श्योर मिलने वाले हैं उसको डिस्काउंट करेंगे 10% रिस्क फ्री रेट और 20,000 एवरी ईयर जो मिलेंगे उसको डिस्काउंट करेंगे what rate? 18%. That is the new point in this problem. So we have to calculate. Whenever, remember the formula, it is not given whether we have to apply PI or NPV or IRR. Nothing is given. So whenever problem is silent, the better method is NPV. Cash inflows are given and cash outflows are given. Problem number 17. Riskless rate is equal to 10%. RADR, risk adjusted discount rate, is 18%. 18%, right? Then risky cash flow. Risky cash inflow is equal to rupees 20,000. And riskless cash inflow is equal to 2000. Riskless cash inflow is 2000. This is the problem. Rupees 20,000 will be discounted at 18%. Rupees 2,000 will be discounted at 10%. This is the new point. First time we are coming across two rates, riskless rate and risky rate. Calculation of PV of cash inflow. Calculation of PV of cash inflow. Here, cash inflow PV factors at the rate of 18% and 10%. First, 1 to 3 years. 1 to 3 years. We'll get every year. Or directly 1 to 3 years annuity. If you don't want to take annuity, we can take 1, 2, 3 and 3. We can take annuity also, but for your convenience I am not taking annuity. First year we are going to get 20,000, second year 20,000, third year 20,000, again third year 2,000. Yes, scrap value. Scrap value 2,000 we are getting, right? 18% first year. 18% first year. So 1 divided by 1.18 is equal to 0.847. 0.847 is equal to 0.718 is equal to 0.609. ये first 3 years 18% हो गया. अब scrap value 2000, 10% we have to take. 10% for which year? Third year. 10% means 1 divided by 1.10. 0.909 first year is equal to second year 0.826. Third year 0.751. This is at 10%. These are at 18%. Now we multiply 20,000 into 0.847. 16,940. Then 20,000 into 0.718. 14,360. 20,000 into 0.609. 12,180. 2,000 into 0.751. 1502. 44,982. PV of cash inflow. So ultimately we have to find out NPV. So PV of cash inflow is equal to 44,982. PV of cash outflow 30,000. 14,982. NPV we got 14,982. So ultimately give the suggestion whether the company should accept this project or not. Since the NPV is positive, it is suggested to invest the money in this project. The project is acceptable. Now see the next problem. Problem number 18. A company is considering the purchase of a machine to produce a new product. The new product will generate revenue of rupees 60,000 per year for 5 years. The cost of material and labor needed to generate this revenue will total 35,000 per year and other expenses 3,000 per year. Net working capital of rupees 4,500 will be required immediately and this amount will be freed up at the end of the 5th year. एक मशीन है, वो मशीन का कॉस्ट नेक्स्ट लाइन में दिया, द मशीन विल कॉस्ट रुपीज 30,000 रुपीज का मशीन का कॉस्ट है और उसके ऊपर 4,500 रुपीज वर्किंग कैपिटल है, तो टोटल पीवी ऑफ कैश आउटफ्लो विल बिकम 34,500 एंड लेटर ऑन एट द एंड ऑफ द 5 years लाइफ, जब 5 साल की लाइफ खत्म हो जाएगी तो ये 4,500 रुपीज रिटर्न आ जाएगी. दिस 4,500 रुपीज विल गेट बैक at the end of the life. और ये मशीन खरीदने के बाद every year we are going to get the revenue of rupees 60,000. Every year revenue 60,000 आएगा और वो revenue earn करने के लिए material and labor expenses are 35,000 and other cash expenses are 3,000. तो हम क्या करेंगे, हमको cash inflow चाहिए, we need cash inflow, तो 60,000 minus 35,000 minus 3,000, जो भी एक्सपेंडिचर है उसको माइनस करेंगे रेवेन्यू में से, तो रेवेन्यू माइनस एक्सपेंडिचर विल गेट नेट कैश इनफ्लो एंड इट विल बी डेप्रिशिएटेड ऑन स्ट्रेट लाइन बेसिस ओवर इट्स 5 year लाइफ. द टैक्स रेट इज 40%. अब ये मशीन के ऊपर डेप्रिसिएशन प्रोवाइड करना है स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड, कॉस्ट माइनस स्क्रैप बाय लाइफ. स्क्रैप तो कुछ भी नहीं, नो स्क्रैप, तो डायरेक्टली वी कैन कैलकुलेट डेप्रिसिएशन. So what we have to do, revenue, annual revenue we take, minus expenses on material labor, minus other cash expenses, minus depreciation. Minus depreciation, what we get is profit before tax. Subtract, deduct tax, we'll get profit after tax. To profit after tax, we add back the depreciation to get the cash inflows. Annual cash inflows we'll get. Then tax rate 40%, cost of capital 12%, discounting factor 12%. Using the NPV, determine whether the machine should be purchased or not. Machine should be purchased or not. First of all, problem number is 18th. Cost of machine. Carefully you see, cost of the machine is 30,000. Add permanent working capital 4,500, so total 34,500. This is the PV of cash outflow. PV of cash outflow. Now we take for annual cash inflows. We have to find out annual cash inflows. I'll make 2 columns. I'll make 2 columns for calculating annual cash inflows. Annual revenue, we are going to get 60,000 every year revenue, less material and labor 35,000 and other expenses 35,000 is the material and labor. The cost of material and labor are 35,000, other expenses are 3,000. Right? Other expenses 3,000. So 35 plus 3, 38,000. 35 plus 3 is 38,000. So 60 minus 38,000, 22,000. 50, 60. This 22,000 is the profit before debt, before depreciation, minus annual depreciation. Depreciation we have not calculated, we'll calculate now. Annual depreciation as per SLM is equal to cost minus scrap divided by life. The cost of the machine is 30,000. Remember, no depreciation will make on permanent working capital. 30,000 minus 0 divided by life is 5 years. 6,000. So depreciation comes to 6,000. So 22 minus 6 is 16,000. 16,000. This is the PBT. Profit before tax. From this we deduct tax at the rate of. What is the rate of tax given in the problem? Tax given in the problem is 40%. So 40% of 16,000, it comes to 6,400. Subtract, you will get PAT. Subtract, will get PAT 9,600. Now to this PAT, we add back depreciation. Depreciation 6,000. 15,600. This is called CFAT. 15,600 is the CFAT. The annual cash inflows are constant. The annual cash inflows are constant for 5 years, right? Now, calculation of PV of cash inflow. Calculation of PV of cash inflow. Year, cash inflows, PV factors at the rate of, what is the discount rate given? Cost of capital 12%. PV of cash inflow. First to fifth year. First to fifth year we are going to get constant cash inflow 15,600. At the end of fifth year we are going to recover the working capital. Working capital is 4,500. PV of cash inflow. PV of cash inflow. Now 12%. This first year to fifth year, every year we are going to get constant amount. So we can make use annuity. PV of cash inflow is equal to constant annual cash inflow into PV of annuity factor. So annuity factor 12% for 5 years. Annuity factor 12% for 5 years. 1 divided by 1.12. 12% is equal to, फर्स्ट ईयर हो गया, इसको मेमोरी में डाल दिया. सेकेंड ईयर इज इक्वल टू एम 2 times इज इक्वल टू एम 3 4 5 times we have put in memory. Now recall your memory. 3.605. 3.605 और फिफ्थ ईयर का only one factor we need. Fifth year only one factor. PV of rupee 1 at the end of fifth year. So 1 divided by 1.12. 1 divided by 1.12 is equal to, ये फर्स्ट ईयर हो गया, फर्स्ट ईयर हो गया. देन इज इक्वल टू सेकेंड ईयर, इज इक्वल टू थर्ड ईयर, इज इक्वल टू फोर्थ ईयर, इज इक्वल टू फिफ्थ ईयर. फिफ्थ ईयर इज 0.567. तो रिमेंबर वी कैन मेक द कंप्लीट टेबल. अगर ऐसा समझ में नहीं आ रहा आपको तो 1 2 3 4 5 डायरेक्टली भी ले सकते हैं. इन दैट केस डोंट टेक एन्युटी. एन्युटी नहीं लेंगे, फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकेंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर, फोर्थ ईयर, फिफ्थ ईयर पूरा एक साथ लेंगे. टाइम सेव करने के लिए आई हैव टेकन एन्युटी, राइट. तो 15,600 इंटू 3.605 is equal to 56,238. Similarly, 4,500 into 0.567, 2551.5 plus 56,238. It comes to 58,789.5. PV of cash inflow we got. Ultimately, finally, we have to find out the NPV. So NPV is equal to PV of cash inflow minus PV of cash outflow. So inflow is 58,789.5 minus outflow is 34,500. 58,789.5 minus 34,500. 24,289.5. Completed. 24,289.5. This is the NPV. Now, what is the suggestion conclusion you can give? It is suggested to invest in this machine, to accept the proposal, since it gives a positive NPV of rupees 24,289.5. That's it. Now, see the problem. Next problem. Problem number 19. Projects A and B. See, projects A and B require an initial investment of 20 lakh rupees each. The life of both the project is 5 years. The information about projected cash flows and probabilities is given below. Type: optimistic, moderate, poor, pessimistic. 4 events are given. 4 events are given. Agar optimistic situation agar ho gaya, then we are going to get 8 lakh rupees cash inflow. Probability of that event is 0.4. ये हम प्रोजेक्ट ए के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. तो प्रोजेक्ट ए में अगर ऑप्टिमिस्टिक सिचुएशन हो गया तो वी आर गोइंग टू गेट द कैश इनफ्लो 8 लाख रुपीस एंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ दिस इवेंट इज 0.4. मॉडरेट इवेंट अगर हैपन हो गया तो वी आर गोइंग टू गेट 7 लाख रुपीस कैश इनफ्लो, 0.2 प्रोबेबिलिटी. पूर कंडीशंस अगर है तो 6 लाख रुपीस कैश इनफ्लो, 0.3 इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी. पेसिमिस्टिक अगर सिचुएशन हो गया तो 5 लाख रुपीस कैश इनफ्लो, 0.1 is the probability. So instead of 1 cash inflow, it is given 4 cash inflows with probability. So in theory, we have discussed how to incorporate risk in capital budgeting decision. One of the criteria, one of the method of incorporating the risk is probability assignment. Instead of 1 cash inflow, we are given more than 1 cash inflows for every year. And for each of the cash flow, we are given the probability. तो अगर ऐसा हुआ तो प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होगी, ऐसा हुआ तो प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होगी. तो 4 अलग अलग केसेस दिया. ऑप्टिमिस्टिक रहा तो क्या होगा, पेसिमिस्टिक रहा तो क्या होगा, पुअर रहा तो क्या होगा, मॉडरेट रहा तो क्या होगा. पूरे 4 कैश इनफ्लो दिया और हर कैश इनफ्लो के साथ प्रोबेबिलिटी दे दिया फॉर ए प्रोजेक्ट एज वेल एज बी प्रोजेक्ट. यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू कैलकुलेट एनपीवी एंड रैंक द प्रोजेक्ट्स. द कॉस्ट ऑफ द कैपिटल इज 10%. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, द लाइफ ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट 5 years, 5 साल की लाइफ है. इनिशियल कैश आउटले दोनों प्रोजेक्ट का 20 लाख रुपीस है, राइट. देन वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट